I will share with you how to heal codependency and share a little bit about my experience and journey in healing this. Through my spiritual awakening, I have seen how this energy has changed within my journey and how it was such a trap for me to be in this space, and it was really keeping me from my true freedom. So let's dive in, and I'm going to share with you what that looks like. So first, you might be wondering, what is codependency? Codependency is a lack of belief. It is people-pleasing. It is seeking love and attention outside of yourself. Ultimately, it's a very needy energy, and it's when you are looking for something outside of you to make you feel better within. And when I recognized this pattern, it started to feel really heavy because energetically, what I was doing was seeking this attention and love and comfort and validation and reassurance from my divine counterpart or from people that were in my family and in my group of friends. And I recognized that that was not the kind of relationship I wanted to have with those that I loved. I really desired to have a healthy relationship with everyone. And I recognized that this codependent energy or pattern was something that I had learned and picked up in childhood. Both of my parents are very codependent on each other and very codependent on things outside of them. And so I was not taught how to have an interdependent or have a healthy relationship with myself and with those around me, which means that I was always seeking something outside to make me feel better within. And this started to manifest in relationships. I would need them to apologize. I would need them to recognize when they had upset me or hurt me. I needed them to show up in a certain way, whether that meant they called me or texted me or did something to show me that I was important and they cared about me. But ultimately, that is a very needy energy. And I recognized that because I was doing this, I did not have a deep security within myself, and nor did I feel safe within myself or my relationships, because I was always looking to them to reassure me or validate that I was safe and secure within them. That does not work with your twin flame. Your twin flame is going to mirror to you your insecurities and your codependent habits and patterns in order for them to come up to the surface and be healed so that you can focus all of your energy onto recognizing what your true source is, and that is God. And when I started to do this, my twin flame started to come closer and wanting to spend more time with me because the energy that I was presenting and that I was in was very healthy. It wasn't this energy of I was trying to pull or take from him or that I needed something from him in order to feel loved, because that's not appropriate. And so when I started recognizing these patterns of people pleasing, of not believing that I was going to receive what I desired and wanted, so I started to control or started to do things in order to get it to work out in my favor, which ultimately is manipulation and a very codependent pattern as well. And also recognizing that I was always looking for something. Once I finally did the inner work and surrendered and gave myself all of those things, that is when I started to really feel balanced within my life. That's when I actually started to feel that security and that safety. I didn't have to wait for it, and I didn't have to seek for it outside of myself. I could truly give it to myself in that moment. And by feeling good in that moment, that was actually what was attracting my twin flame to me, my divine counterpart, was that I felt good and that I was sitting in a space of peace and love instead of frantically looking for something outside of me to make me feel better. If you are continuously looking for something outside of you to feel better, you will continue looking for something outside of you to feel better. And once you receive it, you'll find that it may not actually make you feel better for long. It's a short-term pleasure. And so in order to ground long-term that energy of always having what you need, always feeling fulfilled, that requires you to continuously go within and give yourself what you need on a daily basis, or go to God and seek that from God. So one of the big ones that I really had to heal was seeking attention. And we all desire attention, and we all desire love. We all desire to know that we are important and that we're a priority to people. But ultimately, when it comes to your divine counterpart, your ultimate mirror, they're going to mirror to you where you believe that you are not a priority, or you believe that you need attention and love outside of you in order to be fulfilled. When I really truly healed this is when I recognized that everything that I desired was actually being attracted to me, because I was in a very attractive energy. When I am seeking outside of myself and looking for that attention or validation, my energy is going outwards. So now it is pushing, and it will repulse my divine masculine instead of bringing my energy in, giving it to myself, and receiving my divine masculine. I am the feminine in my relationship, and my ultimate purpose is to receive, and his ultimate purpose is to give. And so if I'm so busy trying to get and reach and push my energy out, there's really no space for him to come in and balance out with me. And so I had to start to be very aware of my energy. I can feel within my body when I am needy or seeking something outside of me. And that is a cue to go within, do my inner work, give myself what it is that I want or need. And a lot of the times it's just a feeling of love, a feeling of comfort, a feeling of validation and reassurance. And I really learned that I do not have to seek anything outside of myself. Everything that I desire is already within me. Everything that I desire, I receive from God. This allows me to have a very healthy relationship with my divine masculine. And through this, he's actually shared with me that it's very relieving to him that he has an independent divine feminine who does desire him. And at times, there are times where I do need his support, or I do need his guidance or love, but I go to God for that. And then God will always move through him at the perfect time. And so this allows him to feel safe and confident within our relationship, that I'm not here to take from him, that I'm not here to just get my needs met and then move on. It requires us to have a healthy relationship in order to move through some of the big upsets that come up within our union. It requires us to know that we can trust and have faith in each other to move through our upsets, and that we're not dependent on each other to feel better. I'm not dependent on him to heal his upsets in order for me to feel better. He's not dependent on me to have to move through anything without, or for him to feel better either. We're both very aware that we're responsible for ourselves, and that we're responsible of giving ourselves what we need as well. And this really allows us both to relax into our relationship, and we can give and receive freely as we feel guided to, not because we feel like we have to. So I invite you to really start looking at any codependent patterns or habits that you may have. People pleasing is a big one as well, where you are always trying to make sure that everyone else feels good before you are taken care of. And ultimately, you will feel drained, and you will be feel taken from. And it will feel uncomfortable when you give so much love and all of this validation or reassurance to other people, but you're not receiving it back from others because you're not giving yourself what you need, and you're looking to them to give it back to you. I really hope that this makes some clarity, or brings some clarity to you, and where you can really start healing these patterns, because your twin flame, your divine counterpart, will mirror this back to you, and it will feel uncomfortable to have that. And it will feel uncomfortable to be seeking attention and love from them, and then them not give that to you and feel like maybe you're doing something wrong, when really they're mirroring to you where you're not giving yourself validation and love and attention where you need it. And always remember that your source is not your twin flame or anyone else outside of you. Your source is God, your creator, and whatever you desire, you can give yourself within in any given moment. You never have to wait for your good, and you never have to wait for love. So if you desire more support in healing this codependent energy within yourself or within your union, definitely check out twinflamesuniverse.com. You'll find amazing ascension coaches who are mastered at healing this and can help you work through this upset within your union. And also check out the free 8 intro course there too. That is a great intro step into your twin flame union, into healing your true romance, healing all of the things that you desire within your romantic life and with your divine counterpart, and really making sure that you have a very healthy, loving, thriving union with your divine counterpart. I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.